Hey yo, you ever get that feeling? I think we all do, right? The fear of judgment from others. We all get that, I guess, in some sense, one form or another. And I just kind of wanted to briefly discuss this, um, because I guess it was again my notes here. It's basically fear of doing the videos. First time doing these and getting over this, conquering this for myself, and getting better because little by little I know that. And I think I was writing this down earlier. My fears, I guess you could say, but they're just dispelled. They're just kind of up here, and we all get those. But ultimately, like that, it doesn't matter because no matter what you say or whatever, somebody's going to judge you, whatever, regardless, in some sense, and that's on them, doing that. But no, for my, I guess I was writing this down earlier, that thinking about my fears for what was making me hesitant to make videos, and I think I wrote down a few here, just a couple of notes. I guess the first one for myself. There's, again, in no way are these in order by any means, but it was just grammatically. Just, I guess when I say grammatically, meaning I think a lot of when I'm speaking, the words just kind of blurt out there, and they're just like, you're waiting to say something, and you're just like, boom, your mind and your mouth don't correlate together, and they just, you end up fragmenting sentences, this and that, and or incomplete sentences. And trust me, I that's what I'm doing, and I've known that for a while. That's just kind of my thing. And then I guess probably could, because I've always been kind of a quiet person, and putting myself out here, conquering this. This is one thing that I think in time I'll get better with. We're all calm and steady with our friends and family. When I say calm and steady, just we know what to say without hesitance, I guess. So like this, it's not natural to be in front of a camera, to speak to yourself or to the camera like this without trying to think about what you're saying. I mean, so to some people, I'm sure it's naturally no problem. But when you're first starting in this and you want to conquer this, it's just the only way to do it. It's just continually doing it. So that's where I'm at right now. And, I'll see slightly improvements each time, even if it's a fragment. But yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons. But also, I guess, in doing this, just like anything else, when you put yourself out there, you feel that fear of being made fun of in some sense. Again, and this goes back to where somebody's always going to say something regardless. And this world is not, happy-go-lucky. You make the best of it and everything. And I choose to be as happy and try to be as positive thinking around me and environment-wise and others. And then I'll tell my friends and family. The only time I say I judge is when I'm speaking about my Dallas Cowboys. That's a whole different thing. That's sports wise, because it's like that's the only time that I'm like, no, anybody but that, whatever. But beyond that, yeah, it's just doing these videos. Somebody's always going to have a remark. Somebody's always going to say something. Like, let me just try to chime in and say something that's going to be smart, whatever, or a little sarcasm. And it's like, and I don't know if a lot of people may not be. Let me see. I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard of Gary V. And I follow him and this and that, and it could be anybody else. It could be David Goggins, another one who's just, at the end of the day, simply put, man, it's like, who gives a F? Who gives a riding, flying rats, whatever. It's like, let people think what they want to think. And for anybody to make comments, it's like, is what it is. Just brush it off. Because it's one of those, that means you're living in their head at some point for them to be able to say something negatively about you or your, whatever they think you think is incorrect, whatever, or your point of view, I guess. So yeah, I mean, those things there, those being made fun of, I guess that could be seen as, the commenting, whatever. But I'm to a point like, you don't care, it's just, it doesn't bother you. You just let it roll off. It's always going to be there. If just like every day when you're waking up, you're breathing and whatnot, you're just living that life. So it's going to happen regardless. I mean, we could be going to the grocery store and people are judging you regardless. I mean, there's always that out there. So anyway, those are a couple of reasons. And I guess another one for myself, it is because I'm doing it right now as I'm speaking. It's tangents, which kind of reverts back to the first one. Tangents. I'll go off on branches on different things. And I know that it's just my thing, my spelling, or not my spelling, my thoughts are just kind of start branching out on different ways. I do that naturally. It's been like that for forever. And I think in time, something like this will help me. Some, I'd hope, some sense. But yeah, that fear, these are the things I was writing down for myself. Why would I fear doing something like this? Well, these are the things that pop in my head, like, okay, just throwing it through, just why? And I guess lastly, it's also someone's appearance, right? We are the quickest persons to judge our appearances, but you have to look at it at the end of the day. Yeah, somebody may say something about your comments or about your appearances, whatever. There's always going to be that hating or whatever, this and that, or I don't know. I mean, just common sense or just trying to point out the minute things. But if we're out and about, I mean, nobody really cares in that sense. You should just leave it at that. Everyone is just all about themselves. It's not until you get online that you have these kind of things that pop up. And, or you see one of those diva shows, whatever, where they start getting catty back and forth, and then the truth comes out or whatever. That's funny, the drama there. But yeah, I mean, and again, these aren't in no order here, but these are just a couple of things that are in my mind that I kind of want to just throw out there. So if you have any fears or any doubt of fear of doing something like that, I say to that, my friends and all that are in the same situation, screw it, just do it. Because it's always going to be that kind of situation. And, you can only way to get over it is just, just to continually do these and just, it's, if somebody says something, I'm like, hey, that means you got in there, noggin there. But, and then the other stuff is just, of course, is just, making sure like, okay, well, hopefully I start speaking better, because friends and family know I don't feel like I stutter or change my thoughts so much, but, getting better little by little, small increments, right? That's all you can ask. But, yeah, just wanted to throw this out there real quick. And hope you guys are doing well, you and yours, and that you guys come back for another video here. And but yeah, wanted to say hi again to everyone, and hope you guys take care, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, next video. Have a good one.